What's going on, everybody? Tenebro-Dickey here, and we're going back in time, this time to the year 2000 on this Christmas Memories vlog. Yes, the year is 2000. We're going back about 15 years, and that is the year I think that the PlayStation 1 was tops on my list, and I really, really wanted it. I got it that year. However, it was an absolute dud. My dad and I, we hooked the thing up properly. We pushed the power button, no indicator light, no power, nothing came on. It was an absolute dud. I was so bummed out because here it is. You open the present Christmas morning, you hook the thing up to your TV, and nothing but crickets, a black screen, no power coming to the system, and there I am, sitting there all disappointed and such. So the Sony PlayStation 1 was an absolute dud for me on Christmas morning. Now, that's not all bad. I mean, I had time with my dad, my mom, family. It was a good time. We ate a lot. My mom's a fantastic cook, and we just had a good time anyway. But going back to the PlayStation 1, I think the next time I had a chance to get one, because my parents had to return that, but wouldn't, give me the replacement until my next birthday, which was about 3.5, 4 months later. And by that time, the buzz was gone, the excitement was gone, and yes, the replacement I got worked, but I was just I wasn't really all excited about it, because, I mean, there goes your Christmas morning and, getting the chance to play the system that you've been waiting for and hearing so much about that, like, the butterflies are gone, the excitement's not there, and by the time the birthday comes around, which is, my birthday's in April, so from Christmas till April, to not have it, to not be able to play with it or, try it out, it's disappointing, but by the time I got it, it was just sort of like, okay, it's here, so what? I mean, thanks, but, like, what do you do? I love you for it, for getting the replacement. I love my folks to this day for getting the replacement. But at the same time, I'm sitting there trying to act all excited, but for me, the initial buzz wasn't there anymore because I'd seen it, and it was a dud. We got it out of the box, and it just didn't work. There was no power coming to the system. The system didn't even turn on, and everything was connected correctly. So I don't know whether it was a short or not, but it just didn't work. And when my birthday rocked around the following year, the initial buzz was gone because I went back to school after the break, in January, and everybody was like, oh my god, the Sony PlayStation was so cool. I played this, and this, and I was just sort of like, well, how was yours? It was great. Yeah, I mean, like, because that big ticket item for me wasn't there. Granted, I know Christmas isn't about the gifts, it's about the time you spend with your family and friends, and spending the time with my parents and getting to call my relatives and my friends and just say Merry Christmas was cool, but at the same time, I wanted that big ticket item and it wasn't there, and I just, I was disappointed. But at the same time, I got it for my following birthday, and the buzz wasn't there, and I was just sort of like, okay, so what? Now what do I do? I mean, I did manage to, it did work, and I actually did give it away many years later after I got my PlayStation 2, but it did work, and I did spend a lot of time playing it. I did play a lot of baseball games and hockey games, like NHL, MLB, and a lot of professional wrestling games. I've always been into sports, and I've always been a big fan of professional wrestling, and baseball and hockey, that sort of thing. So it really wasn't, I mean, I did play a lot of stuff, a lot of sports games. Crash Bandicoot Warped is probably my favorite game for the system, so it was so cool for me to finally get it, but I'm just saying the buzz for me wasn't there, and I was a little disappointed. I mean, I think there was a part of me that was just like, well, I'm still excited, but, I always come from the school of thought that if it doesn't work after you've tried every combination, it's a manufacturer's problem. And Sony makes great products, don't get me wrong. I'm a Sony, fan through and through. I've had the PlayStation 1, 2, and I stopped at the PlayStation 3. I don't think I will get the PlayStation 4, to be honest with you, but that's another story for another time. Sony makes great products, but when you pull a system out on Christmas morning, wanting it to work so badly because you've been waiting all year for it, and then you hook it up and it doesn't work, there's this rush of disappointment and you just get so upset. And I was so disappointed that I was just like, okay, I got it for my next birthday, but I'm not uber excited, and you don't have to peel me off the ceiling because I'm still grounded and on the floor. Like I'm like, yeah, okay, it's here, now what? I mean, we'll plug it in, and I did have many great times, and I spent many hours on that system, but I just wasn't excited to get it on my, during my following birthday than I would have been at Christmas. I'm just saying that's my opinion, and I understand that Christmas is a time to spend with your family and friends and, think about the year that was, but that big ticket item for me just wasn't there, and I was just so disappointed. Granted, spending a lot of time with my parents and getting a chance to just call around to my friends and see how their Christmases went and how their families were, it was cool, so you always come from that school of thought where, like, you want that big ticket item, but at the same time, you never forget that Christmas is not about the material things, it's about your family, your friends, and the memories that you make. But that was just one of my Christmas memories, the faulty electronics, the PlayStation 1 that was an absolute dud. Sony, thank you for getting it right. I'm thankful that I got a replacement and that it did work and that I did spend countless hours and lots of my parents' money on buying games for the system. That's just another Christmas vlog. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, I'm LT Dickey, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.